When I first came to Germany, I thought buying nice clothes, a good watch, the latest phone will help me make a good impression. But here's the twist, it actually made my life harder. Over the years, I've learned something most foreigners never think about. In Germany, looking poor, or at least not flashy, can actually help you survive. And before you jump into conclusions, this isn't about being dishonest or pretending to be something you're not. It's about understanding cultural perception, bureaucracy, and how people respond to you. So let me break down why blending in, even downplaying your image, might be one of your smartest survival tools. So let's dive in. Now, point number one is you build more authentic relationships. Now, one thing I want you to know about Germans is they are very, very modest. They don't believe in all this flashy lifestyle, buying expensive designer clothes, Gucci from head to toe, buying all these expensive. They don't really believe in all those flashy things. They believe in quality, but not loud. You know what I mean? And I know in some communities, being flashy is the way of showing that you have money. But in Germany, you don't believe in it. And the more relatable you are as a foreigner, the more opportunities you have. And that's one thing I want you to understand. The more unrelatable you are, especially when you want to be flashy, buy chain, buy this, look a certain way, the less relatable you are. And then the less opportunities that you will have. And that's the honest truth. And that's something I've come to realize in Germany. Just because of their mindset, they prioritize durability, quality over being loud, over being flashy. And if they see that you are a modest person, if they see that you are humble and you are not the flashy type, they are more likely to relate with you. They are more likely to tell you about opportunities compared to someone that likes to be flashy, likes to show off, nobody likes to show off, let's be honest. But there are people, especially foreigners, you make small money or you are making small change here. The next thing is, you want to start buying gold chain, gold diamond neck, Gucci head to toe, Versace bag. You get what I'm trying to say. I see this a lot of foreigners, and most times we are always the brokies, honestly. But if you notice, most Germans, they are not like that. You wouldn't even know that someone is a millionaire. You would not know that the person is a multi-millionaire. Person is just wearing a normal H&M shirt, pants, joggers, or maybe nice watch, and then the person is good to go, but the person has millions in the bank account. And then you see someone that is Gucci head to toe, my Balenciaga on the neck, this one on the back, the person can barely survive. And I see this a lot, and that's why looking broke in Germany is the best way to go, in my opinion, because not only will you be relatable, but you also give yourself a lot of opportunities to meet more people, and more people will be open to helping you, because now they see that they can communicate with you. Now they see you as someone that is not trying so hard to stand out, and just trying to blend in. Now, point number two is unwanted attention. Like I said, when you are wearing too many designer things, people have this negative stereotype about people like that, and that's the honest truth. And I see, especially foreigners that look like me, I'm being honest here, I see so many people like me that wear all these unwanted, that sometimes it's even, I wouldn't go as far as say fake, but people can tell that you are just doing too much. I see a lot of people that wear Gucci from head to toe. I see it a lot on the train and the tram and the bus. You see foreigners that they can barely survive. They are wearing designers from head to toe. That's unwanted attention. And then when you reach out to the government for help, or you reach out to someone for help, they look at you like you don't need help. Because of course, if you can afford to buy from head to toe designer, then you are wealthy, then you are good looking. So what do you need help for? And even though you might actually need help, but because of the way you appear, nobody will help you. Because some people will say they feel intimidated, but I don't think it's intimidation. It's just the way people look at you. When you can afford to buy designers, then of course they know it's expensive. So if you can afford to buy these expensive things, you don't need help. And appearing that way, you are closing a lot of opportunities that might even open doors for you. But because you don't know how to look modest, you don't know how to live within your means, you think that by appearing a certain way, people will take you seriously. Well, it might work in some other countries, but in Germany, it will not work. If you appear that way, people will assume that you are well off. And if they assume that you are well off, then you don't need help. So the opportunity that you could have gotten, they just give it to someone else. You get what I'm saying? So, and you're just calling unwanted attention to yourself. Now, if you take pictures and then maybe people call you back home that they need help or something, and then you tell them you cannot help them, they will look at you as a liar because you give them a certain image about yourself online, but in reality, you're not living that life. And I know so many people that fall into this category. They call them all these online influencers, Instagram models, and all these people that just like to live flashy lives. But in reality, they are not commanding that kind of amount. But they just have to keep a certain image just to make people feel like they are actually, enjoying a certain life that they are not enjoying. There are so many of them here. But if you want to survive in Germany, it's not about being flashy. It's about just understanding that you have to just blend in. Understand the system. They prioritize modesty over being flashy. And if you can prioritize this, you will be fine. Now, the third point is it helps you to be disciplined. Now, if you can prioritize living on a budget, if you can prioritize living within your means, I'm telling you, you're going to 10x your mental health. It's going to be crazy. The kind of happiness that you're going to command is going to be beyond your own comprehension, because now you're not faking it. You're actually enjoying your life. And this is the beauty of living within your means. This is the beauty of appearing modest, appearing looking broke. When I say broke, I don't mean that you have to, not look kept or look smelling or no, but like just look just normal. A shirt, pants, jean, maybe a cap if you like caps, just nice shave, nice cologne, a nice watch. That's all you need to do. Drive a nice car, you are good to go. You don't have to buy Lamborghini if you cannot afford it. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to wear all these designers or look flashy. You don't need all those things, especially in Germany, because people will look at you funny. But if you can prioritize actually living within your means, if you can prioritize all this not cheap but very, very durable clothes, like if you go to TK Maxx, for example, you will get very good quality for a very affordable price, or H&M, or all these discounted shops that you can buy things that will last long. And this is how you can survive in Germany. This is what Germans do. You will see a lot of them. You wonder why when you go to TK Maxx, you will see a long line. Majority of them are Germans. That is how they are. And that's what I've come to learn in Germany. It's not about the brand. It's about the fitting of the clothes. If you have a nice body, a nice physique, no matter what you wear, you're going to rock it easily. So prioritize looking fit, prioritizing the clothes fitting you over the brand. There are so many clothes, there are so many non-brand clothes that are really, really nice, durable, of good quality, that you can as well wear and you will look really good in it. And many foreigners, we don't know about this. We want to look flashy for whatever reason, just to impress people back home or to make people think that we are doing good. And the honest truth is, we are struggling. Everybody knows. They can see right through it. So why? Who are you impressing? So change your mindset. It's not how far, it's how well in life. And point number 4 is networking opportunities. Now, like I said, just think about it for 1 second. If you are walking into a business room and then you see someone that's wearing a maybe 2,500 euro suit, but the suit looks sharp, clean, and someone that is wearing brand from head to toe, flashy, chain, blings, everything, whatever, who do you think they will take more seriously? Who do you think they will take seriously? Of course, the person with the brand might have more money, but the person that looks modest will be taken more seriously, and the person will be more relatable, and the person will have more networking opportunities, because people will relate more with that person than someone that is just all flashy and all branded up and all whatever. Do you get what I'm saying now? So looking poor or looking modest will also increase your networking opportunities, because people will trust you more because you are relatable. And once you are relatable, people will open up to you more because you've demonstrated that you are not here to stand out, you are not here to make others look inferior, but you are here to just get to know people. You are here to blend in. You're actually here to network, to make friends, and to broaden your horizon. And this is what living a modest life will do for you in Germany, because like I said, the culture prides on modesty. They don't care about looking flashy. So if you can prioritize being modest, networking opportunities that you have in Germany will be through the roof. I'm telling you, this is something that I've really, really enjoyed. This is something that I've benefited from, just by looking modest, by minding my business, not doing too much, staying within my budget. And before you know it, doors will just open for you because you are relatable. That's the word. Try to be as relatable as possible. And lastly, you will avoid social resentment. Now, there's one negative connotation that's attached to people that are flashy. People tend to view them as arrogant or non-teachable, or people that like to show off. And like I said, nobody likes a know-it-all. Nobody likes a show-off. Nobody wants to relate to someone that likes to feel like I'm bigger than everyone. People tend to attribute negative things to people that are loud or people that are flashy, because there's either you're suffering with an insecurity issue that you're trying to mask with being flashy, or you're just a fake person, and people can tell. I mean, people can sense that you are fake. Nobody wants to do business with you. Nobody wants to interact with you. Nobody wants to build a relationship with you, because you are not genuine, you are not humble, you are not honest. By looking flashy, you are just attracting negative things to yourself. Not all the time, but most times. You are susceptible to theft. You are susceptible to so many things that you shouldn't have in the first place. Now let's be clear, this video is not about shame or pretending to be broke. It's about reading the room. It's about being adaptable. Because in Germany, modesty often equals being respectable. Because people tend to respect you more when you don't over display what you have. And that's the honest truth about Germany. So it's about understanding your environment. And it's not about standing out. It's about blending in. Speaking of blending in, if you want to come to Germany and you need help on someone that will guide you from the beginning to the end on how to survive in Germany, how to get admission in Germany, how to get the best city, the best courses to pick, click on the link that is pinned in the comments below. And if you want to know why many people are struggling in Germany, click on this video right here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.